Hi, I'm Trixie Mattel, and this is my comeback. Hi, it's Trixie, and if you follow me for some time, you know that I'm obsessed with The Comeback. You know that I love The Comeback. I watch it like twice a year. That's very well documented. I love this show. I think one season of it was a gift. 2 seasons of it blew my mind. The fact that we're getting a third, the fact that I was seen in the trailer with Valerie Cherish. Can you believe it? That's all I can say. That's all I'm allowed to say. That's all I'm at liberty to say. But today, HBO Max asked me, they literally reached out and said, well, The Comeback is coming. Trixie, you know everything about The Comeback. Do you want to do like a video where you catch everyone up on basically like what's happened up to season 3? You want to talk about a genre of video I had to do absolutely no preparation for? You want me to sit here on this camera in this studio and tell you why that woman walking around with her own camera crew speaks to me? Baby, you're watching the right video. If you guys don't know, The Comeback is a fake reality show that follows a actress who, let's say, I feel bad even talking about Valerie like this, but the show kind of portrays her as somebody who's maybe past their career prime a little bit. But the point of The Comeback is it's a reality show about an actress's comeback to TV with a television show. When I first watched The Comeback, it was with David. I got sucked in because he was watching it and I was like, what are you watching? This is so crazy. It was the episode where her and Mark go to Palm Springs and I know the Parker. So the scene where she's at the Parker, I was like, that's the Parker in Palm Springs. What is this? Is that a reality show? Oh my God, is that Lisa Kudrow? Like, I had to realize what I was watching. We were making Trixie Mattel at the time. And I said, oh my God, I wish I had a show like this where I could like walk around and just have cameras and say stuff. And David goes, you're making a show like this. You're doing a reality show right now. I was like, oh. And then honestly, on like season 2 of Trixie Mattel, just started screaming, Jane, like this was the, we're doing Valerie. I'm always channeling Valerie. You guys, I was at the Emmys and I ran into Malin Ackerman and I walked up to her and I go, I have to tell you, I never come up to anybody. I love The Comeback. And she said, when people come up to me and tell me they love The Comeback, she's like, it's like automatically I know that I like that person. And that's how I feel about The Comeback. So I curated on my personal computer a bunch of clips from The Comeback. I have a full PhD in The Comeback, and I'm here to give you a little bit of that knowledge. Now, some of these are also trials and tribulations, because as much as this show is hilarious, this show makes me cry. It's very funny, but the way Lisa plays Valerie, it's so anchored. You really just feel so invested. I'm gonna take you back to 2005. This is season 1. Valerie is a huge hitcom star from some time ago who's having her big comeback on a new sitcom called Room and Board. So this is one of my favorite scenes. So Valerie gets cast as Aunt Sassy, who's the landlord. And so the 4 main cast members are like young, hot, sexy, up and coming. Every joke is about nudity and sex, and it's sex, sex, sex. But literally, I don't wanna be a super fan from the opening of this. I already know what scene this is. Juna is changing. She's in these like sexy swimsuits, and then Valerie's in this like pastel tracksuit. And one of the through lines, especially in season 1, you can tell that like the more these like young actors are sexualized, the more Valerie feels like put out to pasture, which is honestly like one of the big things of the show is like Valerie's treated poorly because in television, they don't know what to do with the woman they don't want to have sex with, which is kind of like what she's always grappling with is like other people's issue with like women not being 20 and naked, honestly. You can see Valerie notices Juna's swimsuit and then tries to like request a better tracksuit. This is my shit.
Peter, darling, Tom said a hip, sexy aunt.
The script says running suit.
Well, unless I'm running to an old age home, this ain't it,
I love this stage too because Valerie's like kind of in denial that she's obviously not being cast to be sexy, but all these other people around her being sexy is making her like insecure. It's another thing you love about watching the show is like Valerie's always trying to hide her insecurities, but they read so loud in a reality show format.
How about Juicy Couture? It's cute colors, it's got the drawstring, that could be good, it could work.
Well, do you have a juicy ass?
I mean,
all right, you're very lucky you said that to me. Okay, because no, if you had said it to one of these girls with the body image issues, how are they supposed to go out there and perform after you've destroyed them? Make no mistakes. At the end of the day, no more mistakes.
Make no mistakes. At the end of the day, no more mistakes.
And I need to know that I'm being heard.
I love when she says that too. So in this scene, this is like Valerie, the show's getting started, the show's been picked up, and Valerie wants to take the whole cast out for like a cast lunch to get to know them. But Juna misses the lunch. So Juna offers to take Valerie to lunch to make it up to her. But Juna goes to the Ivy and Valerie's at a different restaurant because Juna didn't check her messages. So this relationship between Valerie and Juna is like my favorite part of this because you have Juna who kind of represents like this great opportunity falling to the lap of a very good person and a very good actress. The industry hasn't really like beat her down the way it has like Valerie a little bit. And so I love this like mentoring relationship you get because plot twist by season 2, Juna's like hugely famous.
I left you a message. I told you to meet me here. You know, we couldn't get a table at the Ivy.
This is me and Vanderpump, you guys.
Check my messages now.
Just now.
So lame.
Oh, wow. The actress who doesn't check her messages every 15 minutes. All right, call Ripley's Believe It or Not.
I know, but I mean...
Do you guys see how Valerie like can't make a joke without cheating out to camera and then looking right at it? Like, I love that shit. I also love this because Valerie's like, you know, famous, but Juna is like a hot young actress who's like just hitting. Valerie doesn't really get that. So when this paparazzi shows up, Valerie thinks it's for her.
So let's make a pact here and now. You and I.
Let's make a pact.
That
Valerie also loves to mess up words.
Oh, God. Val, I'm so happy to hear you say that.
Oh.
Because sometimes I just feel like I need someone to help me out when I'm
sorry, put a pin in that, because here we go.
You guys, I'm hosting an award show tonight, and last year at this award show I got paparazzi'd, and today I was there reading, and I said, can you tell the paparazzi that I'm gonna be in the alley this year? So like, I am Valerie, okay? Sometimes you do. Put a lipstick on if you think you're gonna be photographed, okay? Okay.
Welcome aboard Nosedive Airlines.
For those of you like me, whose brain could really hook into any phrase and copy it into your lexicon, this show is gonna be a gold mine for you, okay? So Mickey is Valerie's hairstylist, kind of her assistant, but mostly like flittering around with her hair. The way Fina Barbital and I always say that that's Fina, like you guys don't even know. We always say that that's Fina. You guys, the way I could never do a sitcom. I've never seen a show about making a sitcom, so I didn't realize in the moment that making up alternate jokes and stuff like, I would mess that up.
Why don't you wait over and
Yeah,
check it out?
okay, yeah.
So Cassie says, how can you say no to a box of puppies? And Aunt Sassy says, I don't have time for puppies. I gotta go club some baby seals.
Now, there's another one. No, there's another one that might, where Gigi came up with one. Might be
Oh,
cute.
Gigi, the female writer.
Yeah. Oh, what was it? If I let you have puppies, then I have to let old Mr. Schmidt hang his Satan flag.
What the fuck is a Satan
It's a
flag?
Satan flag. There's another scene, you guys, where she just goes like, well, you know, because everyone hates Satan. Not everyone.
Here's the new line, and they want you to say it
Love this shit,
exactly
you guys.
like this.
Here comes the hate show.
This is the thing, like they have it out for Valerie and it just escalates.
And you say, I haven't been licked like that since 1943.
The math's a little off. That would make me 100.
And then they want you to make a tiger sound. Can you do that?
Yes, I can.
You guys, I love this scene. Valerie knows they're playing in her face, so Valerie's a team player. And again, they write the joke. Pauly G writes the joke for her to flop, but she's such a good actress, she delivers it and it hits and it pisses him off, and I love it. By the way, this is how I watch, if I love a show and I get you to watch it, I watch the TV, but I watch you like this. Like, I'm the worst person to be in this triangle with because I get so much secondhand enjoyment out of like you guys watching this.
I haven't been licked like that since 1943.
Cut it! Bang, bang, we're moving on!
And that's the other thing is you root for Valerie, and when the rubber hits the road and she actually has to be an actress, Valerie always has the right instinct. And that's kind of why like Pauly G and these people who like really don't support Valerie, it kind of antagonizes them that Valerie's usually right. She's the person here who was on another hit sitcom. Like she's the person who actually has depth of sitcom stardom. And that's her husband, Mark. You guys, I love their relationship. You love Valerie and Mark. He's so supportive of her. I believe he manages portfolios. He's like not in the industry. And they have such a beautiful relationship. And he like is such a good sounding board for the bullshit in her life. I also want to say, you guys know how I audition for everything but can never actually get cast. The only way I get on shows is where people call me and say, I put you on this. I met Michael Patrick King at a St. Patrick's Day party. This is awful, you guys. Is it Tim Bagley? This is just like that moment where Valerie goes, that was my Edith Bunker, played by the amazing And then she stops the tape and then goes to look up the name and then says it. I am Valerie. You guys don't know how much I am Valerie when I show up places with Nick and a bunch of cameras. And I think of the scene where Jane goes, Valerie, I wasn't sure if it was you and I saw the cameras and I knew you never give up. That's how I feel. So I was at a St. Patrick's Day party. I go up to Tim Bagley. Do you guys know him? Well, he's on the comeback. And I go, I have to tell you, I love the comeback. I love you on the comeback. I said, as a drag queen, the scene where you were the caterpillar and you were hot and cussing, saying how hot you were. I said, I really felt that. And he said, oh, you must know my friend. I said, oh, hi. I go, sorry, I'm just talking to your friend about the comeback. And the guy goes, oh yeah, we had a lot of fun on that. And I go, oh, were you like on it? He goes, I'm Michael Patrick King. And then I go, oh, did you like work on it? You guys, anyway, that's how I get cast. I just boldly don't know who people are. But anyway, still, it's a very Valerie moment.
Isn't this fun, like a secret mission?
Okay, so in this scene, Valerie knows that they're up all night rewriting the show. And so Valerie bakes cookies at home and goes to drop off cookies for the writers in the middle of the night because she's a nice person and she catches them making fun of her. And it's kind of heartbreaking because she covers it.
Oh, dear. It's supposed to be you?
I don't mean to, I mean, it is funny, but it is like, I mean, what would you do? Valerie has so much poise, I would start crying.
They're at the door, they're at the door.
Isn't that awful?
We've got a mission.
The other thing, you guys, about Valerie is because she's a TV veteran and because she's a woman, she's so used to taking it on the chin. And even that's kind of heartbreaking because you see her just bend over backwards for men. Just to be in the industry, you know, and that's like obviously not entirely not happening today, I'm sure.
Jane, that was nothing. Really was. Just, you know, writers blowing off steam. You know.
So you don't take that personally?
Oh, please. No. No, it's a comedy show. You know, that's, you know, part of the creative
Kinda
process.
fucked.
So you don't see that as a personal attack?
Jane, you really have to lighten up.
And that's why you gotta love Jane, you guys. A lot of times we're Jane. Like we're the ones, Jane's seeing the real tea, like we're seeing the real tea. And Valerie either doesn't see it or is always pretending things aren't as bad as they are, which is like, we've all done it. I've certainly done it and I will do so again. Next, I love this scene. So this is when Valerie's in Palm Springs and Pauly G, who hates Valerie, the writer of the show, is having a party and doesn't invite Valerie. And Valerie gets a little drunk, well, pretty drunk. As drunk as we really ever see Valerie. And Valerie decides to call and give me a piece of her mind. I love this version of Valerie.
What are you doing?
I want to call him. Oh, I can't find him. I want to call Pauly G.
I'll do it.
Okay. Look under F for fatty. Did you hear that?
It's ringing.
Oh.
This is Pauly G.
This is Valerie Cherish. And word on the street is that you had a party. Fatty had a party? Fatty had a party and nobody came?
This is so crazy.
No. Problem is that everybody came and I wasn't invited. And that hurts my feelings, okay? And you need to know that. Because I'm not going to keep it inside and get cancer.
Contact, she just met somebody who survived cancer who was saying that having like pent up feelings and not expressing yourself gives you disease. That's why she just said that.
Gonna wait. Enjoy my chair.
Oh, and she wants to spend the night outside in the chair because she keeps wanting to get a pull chair, but every morning all the chairs are taken by like 7 a.m. Love that shit. Oh, in my perfect world, there are so many scenes where Valerie sticks it to Pauly G, but honestly, she's so professional. She like is always letting the dumb man have like the win so she can be professional. All right, guys, we're rounding out season 1. This is one of my favorite parts of season 1. Juna gets a Rolling Stone cover. She's like a hot new bitch, right? And hot new actress. And so Valerie wants a cover. So she secures the cover to Yoga magazine. She kind of floats that she's more adept at yoga than she really is. So she's up all day practicing yoga. And then the day of the shoot, she's so sore she can barely move.
Okay, let's try the warrior pose once again.
All right.
Let's come into the lunge. Arms out to the
Oh
side.
my God, that is Fina. Look at Mickey's outfit doing yoga. Also, I love the little detail that anytime Mickey's around, he's fixing Valerie's hair. Like it's constant.
Excuse me. Hi, could you hold the work just for a few minutes? Thank you. Thank you. Oh.
Warrior pose is a very challenging pose.
Warrior 2. This one's Warrior 2.
That's right.
Yeah.
Do you guys ever do Warrior 2? Do I look like Valerie? Oh yeah, this is when she makes over her little workout garage room into a Zen room. She uses Goldie Hawn's interior designer.
What if we try a different pose?
Oh, it's gotta be this pose. It's gotta be this pose. You know, it's most flattering for my body, and my hair is done for it. You know, everything all works together.
Would anyone care to try this again?
Count me in.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, we're good. Rub the Buddha's belly for luck.
All right.
There's also this, I don't think we're gonna get to it, but there's a scene where Mickey leaves and he goes, "I'm off like a prom dress." Love that shit.
She overtrained for this last night, so she's in a lot of pain, but
I don't care how much pain she's in. You have to get this pose exactly right.
Well,
It's very Valerie to be like, it's a cover, of course I'll do it, I've done yoga. It's the cover of Yoga magazine. Also at the top of this episode, Valerie is saying that she uses the treadmill all the time, and then her husband walks in and steps on it, and shoots out and breaks his wrist. And he's like, "Why was that thing on? It's never on." Like she's always telling the camera her best version of herself, and then the world around her is always exposing the reality. But in a very endearing way. Like she never feels like a liar.
listen.
hey.
What the fuck is
Hey,
wrong
hey,
with you?
hey now, this is a Zen room, all right? It's a place of peace. Okay, I didn't pay $63,000 to have it all busted up. Now I can do this, I did this pose perfectly yesterday. Now just give me a minute, just need a minute.
She really is so beautiful. So that's season 1. Season 2 is about 10 years later. It really, in real life, years went by and none of us had any reason to believe there's gonna be more comeback. But Valerie starts self-producing a second season of The Comeback using student filmmakers. And basically you'll see what happens. So this scene is where she finds out that Pauly G is making a show called Seeing Red, which is about his experience working with an actress who was awful to work with and abusive and a monster. Everyone around her is like, "Valerie, this is about you." And Valerie's like, "Maybe not." Like, you know, Valerie doesn't like to show her vulnerability, especially to the reality cameras, but they play it so well, like you can still really see it.
Twice in rehab for heroin.
Oh yeah, so
my.
since season 1, Pauly G's gone to rehab twice and now he's clean.
Seeing red? How dare he?
All right, let's just print it out. It's me. This is me. This is me, Mark. It's me. It's a horrible version of me, but it's me.
Well, you said you weren't going to let this bother you.
Yeah, but now I'm reading it, and it's me, okay? And he's written me as a monster.
What'd you expect? He's a cocksucker.
He is a cocksucker.
I love when Valerie swears.
I had Tyler put back the ceiling cam, you know?
Okay, so this is the beginning of a very important storyline in season 2. This is super spoilers. I saw Lisa Kudrow talk about this in an interview, and she said it's kind of a cautionary tale of a woman who gives up too much to get what she wants. And this is the beginning of it really taking a toll on her marriage. Mark doesn't want the cameras in the house. Mark doesn't want Valerie to roll on her back for success, you know.
Okay, her name's Mallory, Mallory Church, and my name's Valerie, Valerie Cherish.
Oh yeah, the character in Seeing Red is named Mallory Church. Her name's Valerie Cherish. Hello. Brandon will probably make a show about me like this someday. Tuna Marino will be the character's name, an abusive drag queen with a drinking problem. See, I love their relationship. It gets really depressing when they start really fighting, you guys.
Right.
Mark like moves to the Palisades. It's like crazy.
No, not this.
Love when Valerie just does this to the cameras. Jane. Oh, you guys, we're not watching this scene, but there's this great scene where she has to go in and read for herself, for her own character. And it's kind of like this monologue from the first season she gives, but it ends with her saying, "And who'd want a fucking old pussy like me?" Cracks my shit up every time.
Have you never given a blowjob?
Okay, so Pauly G casts Seth Rogan to play himself in the show, and Valerie has to give him a blowjob. So she's doing a blowjob scene on Seth Rogan. I won't be able to play the audio because this show has amazing needle drops, like great songs. Like some of these songs are so good, I can never hear the song again without thinking of this exact scene. It's so funny. This song is Under Pressure, and I always think of Valerie blowing Seth Rogan. Living my dream. I saw Seth Rogan at a Christmas party recently. He really is so handsome.
We're in your head for this, right? Like this is your fantasy, but I thought in my you know, when I read it in your fantasy, she wanted to do it. Like, I wasn't forcing her to do it. Like, that's part of the fantasy, right? Right. And just like...
This is so crazy.
You know.
You guys, I could never be like a real actor and do like sex scenes and stuff.
Yeah, no, let's do it. Let's do it. Okay, so then Val, you just walk over, drop below frame, okay, and then just keep your head out of the shot.
Great, fine. Do nothing. Got it. I can do that. Okay.
Look at that. Seth Rogan stands up for Valerie when no one else in the room will. Love that. I fucking love this show, you guys. Honestly, every time I watch it, I finish it and I go, I wish there was more. And now there is more. Yes. Yes. So you got Valerie in this dream sequence. So the show Seeing Red has all these scenes where it's in like Pauly G's mind because he's on drugs. There's this scene we can't show where she's standing between two naked porn actresses who are completely nude, just standing there moaning, and Valerie's just standing there in the tracksuit. You guys need to watch this. Love this scene. Valerie wants to brush up on her improv skills. She goes to do improv, and she keeps calling it an improv. I did an improv. So funny. So she's in this improv class. Everyone else is improvising, and Valerie's looking right at the camera and smiling the whole time. Like, this is a scene, when HBO asked me what I wanted to talk about, I was like, I want to talk about this improv scene.
Great climbing the ladder.
This is how I feel every time I've tried to do improv. I feel incapable of...
They're mine. Not me, though. Right.
Oh, another storyline in season 2, you guys. Mickey's fighting cancer. It gets very harrowing. And I love the actor who plays Mickey. She's trying not to talk about cancer, and she keeps talking about cancer. And the improv instructor is like, there's some things that just don't play as funny. There's this part, you guys, where they're like, pretend you're a miner. And she has like a rock, and she has like a tiny hammer. She just goes like... You guys, I've done a bunch of improv in my life. It is base level, kind of corny and stupid.
It's not the cow I just lassoed. It was a baby.
So who would like to go first?
I will.
Okay, great.
Yeah, Valerie Cherish.
Right, you said that.
Right.
Okay,
I just don't want, don't want the others to feel intimidated, just because I'm an actress and, I'm a professional, even though not at this, I'm not, but I want to make them feel comfortable. So don't worry. I'm at your level.
Okay, great.
I hope the miners enjoy this taffy I've prepared.
Well, I don't know what kind of candy you're making, but I'm a coal miner.
So Valerie's trying to like fix her relationship with Mark, and she decides she wants to cook dinner, and she has a hard out at the shoot. In TV, a hard out means you gotta leave. So she's making beef rollatini on set because she knows she has to leave and go straight home and cook for her husband.
Why aren't you on the set?
Well, Ron, I was up on the set, but there were no pages. So my wig started popping, and then my makeup started melting. I had to, come back up to reattach and reapply. So still no pages, so I thought I'd just stay up here, keep cool, thinking about production.
What are you doing right now?
Right now, well, I'm making beef rollatini.
You guys, is beef rollatini real? I mean, I'm not a meat eater. It just sounds so fake. Rolled up beef?
You're rolling up beef on my time?
On your time? There are no pages, Ron.
That's when she freaks out.
There are no pages, okay? The hair and makeup truck told me if I go up there and melt in the sun again, it's gonna be 2 hours of repair work. Okay, I need those 2 hours for my life.
Hey, Val, I'd like to invite you to set.
You guys, that was me during Trixie Motel when we're like renovating and have no air conditioning and I'm standing there in drag. That was me freaking out. Also, this just happened to me today. They came and said, we're gonna invite you to set. I also hate that. Valerie hates that. I don't know why. She says so. Oh yeah, let's see what she says.
Don't try to coax me into coming to set either anymore, okay? Stop at the invitations, all right? I'm not a child. You want me to come to set? Just tell me you want me to come to set. I'll come. It's probably not your fault. Probably teach you that in AD school, right? What do they say? What do they say? Don't tell actors to come to set. They don't like being told what to do. Is that what they say? Invite them like it's a party. Actors like parties. Don't do that anymore.
I agree. I hate, we're inviting you to set. You're being invited to set. Girl, just say we're starting. I hate that. Anyway, next. This is like one of my favorite scenes in any show. So Valerie wants to fix her marriage. She goes to dinner with her husband, Mark. Jane intercepts her and says, we need this scene. And she goes, under no circumstances. This is my marriage. This is my life. And Jane goes, just wear a microphone. We'll shoot it through the windows. They'll never know. We're gonna need this story. This is so story producer and manipulating, but she says this. She's like, the audience is gonna wanna know how you and your husband got back together. And of course, Valerie's like, oh yeah, you're right, they will. Because Valerie thinks she's gonna fix her marriage. And Mark goes to the parking lot. Mark hates the cameras. He hates Jane, he hates the reality show. You guys, there's this fierce scene right before this where he realizes Valerie's wearing a microphone. He goes, are you wearing a wire? Are you in the CIA or something?
Oh, what'd you get, Valerie? What'd you get? You got an Emmy nomination. Big whoop.
Well, it is a big whoop, Mark. It is a big whoop. Just like your golf trophy was a big whoop. I made it a big whoop. Okay, put it on a shelf.
It is a big whoop. But like, at what cost? You guys don't know, but they've been shooting Seeing Red in their house. Their whole life has been turned upside down by this show. Not to mention, Valerie's playing a very unflattering version of herself, which is something her husband never really wanted her to do anyway.
I was your cheerleader, Val. 10 years. Ever since you were obliterated by that fucking comeback disaster. I was your cheerleader.
You guys, season 1 of The Comeback did not show her very flatteringly. So she had a lot of trauma from the reality show the first time.
I've been there for you, Valerie, when no one believed in you. I have been there for you.
No one? Really? Not no one, Mark, because I believed in me. I'm not no one. That's not nice. Maybe you don't think I'm someone, but I have a birth certificate that says I am. Maybe you should talk to the Television Academy, because they think I'm someone. Okay? They think I'm someone.
Go cry in your tub again.
Yeah, really?
This scene just breaks my heart entirely. And then Valerie ultimately invites him to the Emmys and he's like, I don't even know you anymore. It's so sad, you guys, this scene. I just love this scene.
Red, this is you.
You guys, this scene, okay, so Valerie was at the Emmys. She's nominated for an Emmy for Best Actress and she gets a call that Mickey collapsed because he has cancer. He's fighting cancer. She leaves the Emmys in her outfit. She ditches Jane, ditches winning her category. She ditches her publicist and she goes to the hospital. And the show shifts from reality cameras to this like cinematic look. And we almost get like, for the first time, Valerie not playing for camera. We get Valerie off camera for the first time in the whole series. And she's in the hospital with Mickey and her husband, who just is like, you guys, he walks in and sees her sitting there in the Emmys dress. And he goes, there you are. Like Valerie's remembering that shit's important, but not that important. Oh, I love this show. This shit makes me cry every time. And the payoff is so strong.
Ah, Valerie.
She wins. She wins an Emmy. Oh, this is how I feel when I win my 8th Queerty Award. Oh, and then the series ends with that song Cherish. Well, it doesn't end because now we're gonna have season 3 of The Comeback. I am so excited, you guys. I got to do my little whatever I get to do, but you know, in TV, they don't tell us everything. They don't even tell us much. I'm excited to find out things with you because I don't know everything and it's gonna be a great season. Congratulations to HBO Max, Michael Patrick King, the entire cast of The Comeback, but especially Lisa. I love Valerie and I cannot wait to see Valerie in 2026. Thank you to HBO Max for having me today to talk about my favorite show. I would have paid you to let me do this. So thank you very, very much. And I'm excited to watch The Comeback. Stream season 3 of The Comeback Sunday, March 22nd. You guys better watch because we're gonna talk about it. We're gonna be talking about it on the pod. We're gonna be talking about it on the YouTube channel. So let's just all get on board, okay? Thank you, goodbye.